let's record. Tom, can you hear us okay?
Yep, no problem.
Okay, good. How are you today, Tom?
All right.
Okay, as I was saying, Junior sent me a text earlier saying, he's kind of in his prep for he's defending his dissertation tomorrow morning, and so I mean, he says he's not. So that's he's got a good reason.
I thought he was already done with this.
Is along. All right, he's got meetings. Yeah, he's gonna come, and I'm gonna just say Zoom is fine for him. So as long as we'll probably jump in on the Zoom.
Is this a new?
Yeah, I got a new. Kate brought that from. She was at the NSDA conference and brought that back. So,
I worked on it too, actually.
Nice web.
yeah, from Esri. She got to see our Esri friends, Anita and Tom Baker, Thursday. Good. All right. So, I guess let's kind of get started, and I'll go in a little haphazardly since Nina is not in the room at this point. So with regards to the new GIS repository, and I see so Quan.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's also on the challenges list.
We
yeah,
coordinated
because I think what you happened was you started the repository, but you copied IVR4 in there.
Yes, was that not the plan?
Well, the issue is this.
Yeah.
IVR4 is using all these VTPK files.
Yes.
Without it's canned. I mean, it's not. I don't want to use the word canned data, but it's data for identifying names. Just from the shape files. So it's got you can display certain fields from those backend shape files, but we wanted to. And the point of those VTPT, my understanding of the VTPT file,
VTPK
files,
It's a vector tile package, something.
and I could be wrong here, but I thought those files were what you had to do if you wanted to try to
Offline.
do offline data.
Yeah.
And
so my plan was to just put IVR4 in for now.
Yeah.
And then replace
those
like
files.
I just wanted to get like the foundation that has like dark JS map
Mhm.
and the XR rig and everything. And I was gonna go in and like
And
get
then-
rid of all the VTPKs.
Okay.
And replace them with URLs, and I was gonna figure that out later. But
Okay.
for this week, I just
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
I can still redo it if you'd like me to, but I think
No,
I think it should be a solid foundation.
no, if you
Yeah.
think it's going to be a solid foundation,
Oh, Quan, did you
Oh,
battle the issue with the
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
How do
Yeah,
you-
it's in the challenges?
okay,
In the challenge.
I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah.
All right.
We can see
Yeah.
that.
okay.
I
All
was
right,
wondering
I
how
just
you
wanted
fix
to
that.
raise that.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. So other
Oh, wait, yeah.
updates that I can give.
I kind of had a lot for
Yeah.
this week in general. I tried not to write too much.
Yeah. Well, hey, at least let me say, Juan and T and Maddox and I and Kate, we were at the
Yeah.
Nurture Nature Center Saturday with the desktop VR flood adventures, and it was great.
It was a good event, yeah.
It was a really good event. It dovetailed with they were actually building a flood preparedness kit in one of the activities that we was demos with a stream table, science in a sphere. What was really cool was there was two parents with three kids that homeschooled these kids, and we watched them interact with these kids to do this. And one was really young, like 7 years old, and she was helping that child do
I think one was 6 actually. The one girl.
6, yeah. And it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it just exceeded my expectation on how things went. So it was very positive outreach. So our data's good. I mean, I think we have here 84, 85 valid data points. We have a week from Friday, a thing here in the lab with College of Education research poster session. We'll open the lab up. People can come in And yeah, and then we have 2 more events at Nurture Nature Center at the end of April. And I gotta reach out to Jen Nestor and see if I'm going into her class, into her school or not. So we should be good in terms of what we need for the data. There's the issues, the Maddox has fixed the well, there's an issue with gosh, which issue did we fix? We fixed the
You talking about?
function keys,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was-
So we found a new bug with Flood Adventures at the expo that people were, they touched the function key on the keyboard. I guess they were trying to adjust the volume on the PC. It locked the game. So once we identified that, we told people, don't touch the function keys, and everything was fine. We told people about the documents, how you can grab it, it's not going in the inventory. So that was fine. I just got an email from a couple people in LTS who did the play test from our event last Thursday. And they think there's a couple items that they picked up that didn't get into the list at the end, that went into their inventory. So there might be something missing. Maddox is gonna work on that. The other thing, Tom, that we discovered today was when Mo made the WebGL build branch, it didn't have analytics in it. And so somehow he and Kevin, I guess it must either I wasn't crystal clear on that, or I know it was the end of the semester and I thought they told me they got everything working, it was fine, and I didn't have time to test it, so that was on me. But Maddox said he can do that. So I just sent out, I think you're a copy, Tom. I sent out an email a little bit after 4 o'clock, and we're on top of it. So everything's moving along. Yeah. So I guess what we'll do is get into the updates here. So Maddox gave us an update here in the notes from the expo. And again, we were all afternoon today. Gi and I were in here and doing tests and things on Flood Adventure, and Maddox was working at home, and we were back and forth talking on the phone and stuff. So that was good. All right, so Max, let's shift to you about Mystery of the Lehigh Gap,
Yeah.
and where we are with that, and if we need
Are
to
you
do
gonna be
it
sharing
later.
the screen?
What's that?
Are you gonna be sharing the screen?
I don't think I have to.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, let me go to the full notes so I don't forget to say anything. So it is definitely 100% just WebGL for some reason that the data is not coming in right, or it wasn't, hopefully. So yeah, I tried many different ways to do the submit scripts, and I may have found one that finally works. Basically it uses player prefs to store it instead of how it was before. I learned that WebGL does not support any kind of like file saving stuff. So like what I originally tried to do with like saving into a file, that's why it didn't work. Because I guess WebGL just doesn't support that. Basically you have player prefs, which is literally only like 1 megabyte of storage, I guess. But that's like the only kind of like I kind of like deep dived into it. Like player prefs, it gets saved in your like registry, which is like a thing.
Yeah.
But it's just basically like a user setting for your machine. So it's kind of a weird, like not traditional script now. I mean, it doesn't use RedCap auto numbering technically, but it's like manual auto numbering because it basically like looks for what like record ID has been used last, and then it like doesn't use that. So I hope it might work now. I'm just a little concerned because like I first tested on my desktop, and you can see that and the first one I just didn't like record ID 1, I didn't do the survey. But 3 was a full play test. But what concerned me about that is that 3 is the default record ID value. So that always leads me to believe that it's not actually working correctly. But then when I did it on my laptop, it created a record ID of 1. So I'm curious now to see, the problem with player prefs and testing is like it's kind of hard to like once you start it with like player prefs, it's like on your machine and it'll use the same record ID every time, like once player prefs is stored on your machine.
Oh,
So
oh,
there is a way to clear it though. It's just kind of convoluted, but like it also worries me for like when we do expos and stuff.
right, that has me.
Yeah. So like, yeah,
Because we really have to have it so that, because we could,
I think something I can do is you can call like a player prefs delete all function basically at the very start of the game.
Mhm.
So I believe it would clear your player prefs and then it would basically start over.
all right.
So that
So
should be fine. I just need to test that that works. But today what I wanted to do, if possible, was have
Okay.
at least one person play it or at least start it on their
Yeah.
machine.
Mhm.
Because literally if you hit start in the main menu, it creates a new record. So if somebody does that, I think ideally I want 2 people to do it because like theoretically it should the first one that somebody makes should be 2 and then the next one will be 4, I guess, because it's going to skip 3 unless it overwrites 3 and then after that it just works because it'll be, I don't know, but we will have to see. It's just it's hard to test player prefs, but I think if I do what I said I could probably do it at home. But I just want to see if the data is coming in. Because
Okay,
it is coming in correctly.
yeah,
Just the issue is I need to make sure that it's actually making the right record
So-
ID number.
it typically takes about what, 30-40 minutes to get through it though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we can just like literally somebody can just load it
Mhm.
like the WebGL version and hit start,
Yeah.
and that sends a response. Like we don't.
Tom, can you do that?
Can we do what?
Basically, you would go into our server and go to
We have to give him a URL.
yeah.
If
we can-
Matic
I can do
sends
that.
you a URL to go to Mystery of the Lehigh Gap,
Mhm.
just, do you need him to do a whole playthrough or what do you need him to actually do?
He literally could just hit start on the main menu.
So just hit start on the main, I guess we could all hit start on the main.
Yeah.
menu, right? So why don't we, and that's why you don't need to play through the whole thing, right? Just hit
Yeah,
start.
because it'll
All right,
just
so
send
in the meeting, why don't you put in our meeting notes, the
Okay.
web address, and then we'll all just do that.
Yeah. I'll put it at the top.
Because that's just hitting start and,
Mhm.
oh, what a horrible, web address.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So
All right. And that's all we do is just copy that and hit start,
Mhm.
right?
yeah, it'll load, just hit start.
Okay.
I mean, you can skip the beginning cutscene. Yeah, where it says skip at the bottom right. You
Yeah,
can,
that's beautiful. though.
Oh.
But-
thanks.
And then.
Hit start. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can do other things too, but
All right.
So
Yeah,
now-
it'll take a minute or 2 to load up. So did y'all get that on your computers? Nina,
now
Load.
theoretically,
Alright,
there
Alexa.
should be new record.
you can load that, so we'll see what happens. So Swan's in there.
Yeah, you're on WebGL, right?
Yeah, I'm a web shell. That's the link you sent. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just have to
Um,
start once we get through the.
I guess finish the prologue for good measure.
All right.
So you can skip all the way, yeah.
I wanted to read this animation.
Someone made it in
Marcos.
Roblox, yeah.
Marcos.
For
did.
Roblox?
Yeah, Marcos did in
Mhm.
Roblox. Yeah.
Okay, now hit that and then hit a question mark and then definitely it's sent twice, so for sure it should be there. You don't have to advance the dialogue, but so great. Now there's no.
No.
Is it
nothing new.
possible?
I don't see
That sounds
anything
crazy,
new.
but is it possible Red Cat could be like down today because
I mean, we can test out like a lot of
'Cause-
projects. So,
this is 2 projects now that just aren't sending data, and that's weird because nothing should have changed.
I mean, we can also test over like data projects and look at their data recording.
I mean, I
Somebody
could,
should have
yeah,
left down with
I
it.
could test like either one quick. Cause yeah,
Sure, reconnect going into the database. Yeah,
is there,
yeah, I want us to move on.
yeah,
If I, sorry,
I don't remember that it has found it all.
is there no,
yeah, I mean, if we can spend 5 minutes just to
Yeah.
kind of, you want us to play for 5 minutes, right? There
well,
should be
no,
an issue.
everybody played enough already, so it should
Oh,
have,
really?
it should have, yeah, it
Sure.
should have definitely, got data.
Because I just launched mine. Nina, have you?
Quan, do you
Eliza?
maybe, do you
They're
maybe
loading,
wanna,
so they're still loading.
is there a quick version of like either one you can do to test data? You can send?
I have no idea
Or
how,
really any project actually that,
Just not flood adventures. We're
Yeah.
concerned about flood adventures because nothing has come in today. Well, actually, I should be able to run flood adventures from my desktop here.
yeah,
Yeah, let me do that.
All right.
If that's what you want me to do, like you want me to give up here on Mr. Lehigh Gap and just go to
yeah,
Flood
because Flood
Adventure?
Adventure will send data, it sends data like every room or something, I think, right? Yeah,
Yeah, but what happened,
watershed explorers, okay, or should we go to flood adventure?
that's fine if it sends,
so I can do Flood Adventure and I can just put in the pretest and submit the pretest and that should be good enough on this.
oh yeah, yeah, that'd be quick.
Yeah,
I'll log into the other. Or in River account. And look. So you're doing Flood Adventure pretest?
yeah, I just submitted, so I'm gonna exit out of
Right.
here. And it should, sometimes it takes about a minute to get into the database.
Okay.
So, with that, hold on. Alright, so I
You
can-
definitely submitted the pretest?
I did just now. I can tell you if it hit it or not. Oh,
Flood adventure DR.
Flood Adventure yeah,
DVR,
record status dashboard. It looks like there's nothing.
no,
There's I
no,
think
something's
wrong with
wrong.
Redcat.
Oh,
Okay, so there's something wrong with
oh my God.
That makes a lot of
Mr. Red,
sense, I
actually.
guess. I thought I was going crazy with like,
Okay, all right,
I looked up if there's like a Redcap server added. It didn't say anything, but
all right.
How did you know if a new one came in?
well, the next one in Flood Adventure will be 140. I did 139 yesterday. It worked.
Oh, so you remember.
It worked last night.
Yeah, because I wasn't, when I go to.
It worked last night, but like this morning it didn't.
Wait, can you see like the timestamp where
Uh,
like info?
Yeah, oh, I wonder, yeah,
Yeah, you get a timestamp.
that's
I
weird.
did at like 9 p.m. yesterday.
No, it's just like, yeah.
I know, that's really-
I wonder if that's the reason.
Has that
Okay,
happened before?
no, never. I'm wondering. Okay,
Hmm.
well, we should have had something in this database,
Yeah,
because I'm wondering if there's an issue with RedCap. So we've tried
we tried 3 different projects.
3 different projects. Okay, I'm sorry, people. This, give me, I need just 2 minutes to send Amir an email.
Strange.
That's very strange. I apologize, everybody. This is important. I get this email sent out.
I'm glad I wasn't going crazy.
Yeah, we couldn't figure this out today. No
Yeah.
wonder.
Dog it all right now.
So
This is bad.
yeah. So there could be no issues at all with either project.
I know. Oh,
Uh,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna loop in Mo and Nana and Kevin.
You know what the sound effects are working with?
What do you mean?
Like I don't think that's sound effects or background music.
Do you have the volume on?
Yeah, it's like could be like let me check like how the output is correct.
Like the PC well, I mean, yeah, we had the Zoom.
Yeah, we had to zoom.
Wait, can I check something?
Yeah, go for it. Go.
And the sensitivity on the spot.
I really moved about
Why is there no Google? Yeah.
oh yeah.
And Mystery of the Lehigh Gap is
That's
the
not that
other.
great, though. Like we take it up more.
I mean, it seems like there's not even like a volume. Like with this.
For what volume for what?
I don't know, like the game.
Gian and I had to. I don't know, it should be set in there. You might have to set the audio under, sometimes we have to set, well, Tom's hearing us. I mean, we hear Tom, he was speaking.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, we were muting. Right now,
oh.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Wait, I tried to do that.
Okay. Good luck.
I forgot you could even do that. Okay,
Ah.
never mind.
Yeah.
All right, so we use Flood Adventure DVR, Mystery of the Lehigh Gap. What was the third database?
He did Watershed Explorers.
Which one?
Which one did he do?
Yeah,
Was it environmental?
which Watershed Explorers database, Juan? Should have something gone into, which one?
Oh, the fun.
What did you test?
What did you did you do an IVR one?
Oh, yeah, once we buy, I
Which
will
one?
want full PC.
Full.
IVR one full PC.
I only started the game, but I didn't even go through the first scene. Yeah, I didn't.
But it
go
was
Oh,
through
you
enough to-
didn't,
first
but
scene.
it should
It was
have,
enough to send data there.
it should have said
Yeah,
data,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So it might be that where we thought that maybe Mo
Mhm.
didn't put in the analytics.
It's
The
actually
analytics are actually there.
Probably just.
Yeah,
Because I looked at like like it has all the red cap scripts, so. I was like, I don't know why it wouldn't be working, but I just thought maybe something was disconnected. But I guess red cap is maybe just not working for some reason. Does your like,
all right, so I got a mirror, I'm sensing a mirror, I'm copying, I need to copy some long too, probably.
does your like red cap API token ever expire?
No, I don't think so.
I just wanted to make sure.
And it worked yesterday, yeah.
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 So like literally today it stopped working.
Hasn't always been one. That's much higher than the thought. I remember.
Do you have sound effects off?
No, I mean like you go like 100. That was like high.
Yeah, remember when we reworked this entire puzzle?
I remember that we reworked it, but I don't remember.
I mean, I just basically made to make the game not like 20 seconds.
Yeah, makes sense.
I made more walls because it went from like you just click randomly to you click
And
only
that's
the
still-
gray ones.
All right, so,
In a match 3.
Yeah.
all right, well, gosh, I'm glad we
Yeah,
tested it, that was.
because we would
Yeah,
have
and
wasted a lot of time. I
yeah,
think.
Mir's usually really quick on these, but
Okay.
it's, it's the end of the day, so I'm sure we'll get something back from him tomorrow. Jeez,
So we really can't test anything until.
we can't test until we hear back.
It was
from-
much
Yeah.
harder than-
Oh yeah, that sound
Yeah.
effect isn't covered by the sound manager, so it's always that.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Okay,
That's one of the sounds I just couldn't get to because it's triggered through fungus.
I'm just so glad that didn't happen on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have.
I mean, I didn't know it was possible for it to just stop working like
I
this.
didn't either.
That's kind of scary now to know.
That is scary to know.
But yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right, any other updates, Matt? We have to wait, right?
yeah.
We gotta wait, I guess.
I mean,
All right, so, yeah, because all right, so just remember, when you need any kind of testing this week,
okay.
reach out to Gian.
All right.
And she's available. All right. Yes, Longston, I heard.
I mean, GIS product we kind of talked about.
Yeah, we should go to, all right, the only, update with, the Watershed Explorers is, we're, we're in good shape. Did I talk about the Mac build last week?
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. So I have a meeting tomorrow with Ashley Ryan to see what's involved with the Apple developer stuff. I think it's a code, and I'll learn and I'll report back on Tuesday. I have a feeling, Maddox, this might be something I learned that you'll probably have to, you or Quan.
putting in the Apple dev code or whatever.
Yeah, the
Okay.
dev code, whatever, until our Mac builds for everything. And
Sure. I mean, I
Oh,
I just
so-
like Mac code I can do.
all right, and one more thing, for Maddox and Michelle for the website. So if you look on the website, you know how we don't have a thumbnail image yet for Mystery of the Lehigh Gap? I'd like Maddox to pick an image that would look nice on that immersive learning page like this one, yeah. So you see how we got little thumbnails here?
Yeah.
If, I don't know, are you sharing the screen so Tom can see?
Wait, am I? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Tom, you can see, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So what we need is, because I don't know how the coding works for this. You do, Michelle. So Maddox, if you find a nice image or two, and I trust you to pick a good one,
Yes.
pick one and adjust the size. Like, don't send her, Michelle, this huge image. Adjust the size so it's smaller.
Do you know which resolution it has to be? By chance?
It really
Or
doesn't
do you just like
matter.
crop it or something? Okay,
Yeah, but the trick is you don't want to like just send her a big one.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to just put a big one in there and crop it because it takes a long time to load. So
okay,
what you want to do is ideally send it so it's, and I think like if you're using, these image adjusting, I mean,
Mhm.
Apple has a free
there's a ton of
thing,
them, yeah.
ton of them. You can do it by pixel or you
Pixels,
can
yeah.
do it by width even. And so if you think about the width, I mean, it might be like maybe something that's 4 inches across, maybe might be a good one
Okay.
to start with. And then Michelle, I mean, I don't know, like do you have dimensions on those already on those other ones, right?
I'll just note that, yeah.
Yeah, so if you note that and you want to send it to Michelle, and if Michelle has to, just adjust it a little, so you could send her like the original full one and a cropped one in case she needs to redo the crop to make it, redo it. But if you have to redo it, Michelle, just again, save the JPEG and make it smaller. All right, and then the other thing we want is, you can go back to that page, go to interactive learning, and then click on Mystery of the Lehigh Gap. And then we need a scroll down. We need a picture in there.
Oh.
That's gonna be like, if you go back, Quan, just click back. And go like in Watershed Explorers, for example. You scroll down, you see there's a picture, right? So something about that size, just to have a picture to put at the bottom
Yeah.
that reflects it,
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I could probably just do the main menu screen like that. Because it has like the picture of the Lehigh Gap and
another one that might be kind of neat to do. Let me see if I can pull this up really quick here to show you. C drive. So when I gave my presentation, I had,
oh,
that looked kind of might be a neat thing. It has the room and it has many clips of all 5
it
games.
showcases it, yeah.
And then I already have these images in here too. It's got, some nice screenshots of a few games here. And this has screenshots of just the avatars. So should I just send you this? And then
Yeah,
you decide,
I can
okay, so
pull.
let me send.
Would
pull from
you-
that? Yeah, all right. It's
I
pretty
mean, would
big.
you rather like the one that kind of shows like all the puzzles, I think would be a good.
Yeah, so let me send that to
Okay.
you now.
All right.
And then,
Is the stuff I did for today technically like next week, like sprint? Then,
Sure,
sure,
Why not?
okay.
anything, yeah, anything is fine,
Anything?
anything, yeah, I already looked at the sprint this morning. All right, Max, I
Okay.
just, sent this.
Well, I could put it in, because I still bank some hours,
Yeah,
so I mean, I could.
yeah, whatever, I mean, whatever makes most sense to you, I'm not too worried about it, I've
Okay.
got a lot of hours to work, so.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, all right, so that's Watershed Explorer update, let's move on to Lehigh Gap story updates. Team. Yes, good, that's by 5, that's good.
My changes from last week weren't heard. So it looked like it was merged. but it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it wasn't,
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I mean, it might still be okay.
you wanna
Depends.
merge, all right, so we're, let me, go to the right, where, so y'all didn't merge before today's meeting, right?
merged.
Yeah, we didn't, okay. Everybody checked into the cloud before the meeting today?
Yeah.
All right, so we need to merge.
Should we merge like?
All right.
These ones first or?
Well, why don't we try Michelle's first since it's older, so let's,
I mean, everybody's been on different things, right?
yeah, everyone's been on different and different.
Different preview. And this one or?
Different previously.
Yeah, like see, but yeah, I thought you were talking about the
Yeah.
preview ones, yeah.
So that should be fine.
Scene change, did anyone else work on scene change? Or
So it's just,
probably fine.
these two.
Worst case, you can shelve this change set and apply it, I think.
So let's merge, yeah, Michelle's to main first. How did we not do that last week? I thought we,
It happens, I guess.
no, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
and then Michelle's got this, so Michelle, that one there, that's your new one here? Did that get checked in?
No,
We can delete that. Okay,
oh, wait, let me just.
so have you, this week, have you been working on a branch or?
no, I've been working for 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Just merge the rest up.
yeah, let's merge everybody to main now. This is Eliza.
Yeah, it's oh wait, no, that's Reed. And then Reed, wait, that's.
There are 2 Elisa branches.
Okay.
Don't merge that one.
Delmer, hey Reed,
Yeah,
how was the exam?
I actually, turns out the exam's tomorrow and I walked into a completely random exam, so
Oh
no. So
no.
sorry.
it's all right.
And you're joining me Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Great. Yeah, so I'll try to get there like 4 o'clock to set up the table, but feel free, show up a couple minutes before 4:30 should be fine.
where is it again?
It's in Steps building. I think that's probably gonna be, they have sort of this atrium area in Steps on the ground floor. And then
Okay,
probably be in that atrium is what I'm guessing.
okay.
I just realized, like, why do we have them broken lines of form and lines of finder?
Elisa, sorry. Elisa.
I had like one small change that I hadn't checked in.
Mhm.
And so I checked it in into the old one because it was just one thing. So I checked it into the Elisa 4.
We scroll to the left.
Yeah, that's Elisa.
I think I know what happened.
And I just redid it on Elisa 5.
Oh, okay, so I can just undo this.
Yeah, you
portion
could-
and
yeah,
then
you could do that.
Right. You have to delete the last 2. I'm just gonna leave that. Wait, just delete this, and then wait, no,
This,
that's
This plastic repository is
okay, this
kind of crazy.
Well, it works though.
It does.
Yeah.
It works. And everyone's got their own.
I'm glad they
And-
know, I'm glad they keep track of what they do.
Yeah, and the other thing I will just say is, as long as you're working in separate scenes, this
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, it does.
last week, we ran into a major problem with
Oh.
IVR 3 because they were,
You can't work in the same.
they were working separately in different stuff. They were merged, I couldn't merge them.
Yeah,
Junior
that's-
wasn't here.
that's
It was
terrible.
bad,
Oh, God.
not go well.
I mean, yeah, the only way you can work in the same branch is you have to make sure that you know when the other person's working.
Right, we have a.
I mean, that's what we did
we
at
had a
IVR
con-
4.
Yeah, we had a conversation about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah.
We always were like, I'm done working, like, you're free to hop on this, that's what you have to do.
So, is it working out okay having the headsets this past week?
Uh, struggling a bit with Mac. So like, obviously I need to build and run.
Mm-hmm.
And so
That sucks.
there was a lot of like issues building. Like I had to delete a lot of stuff because Unity didn't like them. There's a bunch of like broken shaders that I had to delete. And then I reverted all this eventually, but building took like 5 minutes. I was just like, that's not worth it at that point.
Okay.
I mean, every
So-
time I have to test for WebGL, it takes like 5 minutes. It's terrible. I don't know why it takes so long. But WebGL is the worst with build times. And it's even set to shorter build time optimization.
With Nina, your PC, right? How's been working okay for you with testing? Yeah. A little bit more convenient, I hope.
It is.
I forget,
Good.
is the Lehigh App Store on Unity 6?
No,
No.
No.
Okay,
no, well, desktop or VR?
VR.
Yeah, yeah. you're
Oh, it
using
is?
Unity Sid. Yeah, yes.
Do they treat like Windows and Mac builds as separate, like if you go into build settings, or is it still together?
You have to, it's separate.
Oh,
It says, Mac, PC,
Yeah.
Linux, but then there's a drop down that you have to select from Windows or Mac OS.
oh, okay.
For building for like the Quest, you want to do just Android.
Android, okay. Is that just a Mac thing? Like you have to do it that way for Mac or
Yeah,
in
because
general?
I can't get another Quest.
Oh, they just don't have it at all?
It's just not.
Oh. That's fun.
So we're all merged, right, Juan?
Yeah.
No conflicts, yay.
Oh,
Nina and Eliza, you got the thing from Bill and Conjon for the summer, right?
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah.
Yeah, great, okay. And T got hers, so we're set. And Liam, we'll have to talk, because you said you might be able to work part-time for the summer, yeah, so we'll talk later, get a
We have
contract.
to talk about stuff too more.
Yeah.
Good time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's. Is the summer thing like based on hours? Or like, when do we have to? Like, be there every?
They will have, there's some days that when they do orientation and on some Fridays, sometimes they'll say show up at like.
to an odd workshop.
They'll have workshops, they'll come to it. Yeah, you go like 8 or 8:30 or something, in the morning, maybe sometimes to start or 9, I can't remember. And the thing that should be okay, I think it's gonna be different for y'all this year compared to last year. Was, and we had to do all our work up here. Now that we have can check out the headsets and you have PCs. You should be able to work on main campus, and I'm hoping that, the DMS lab, right next to the DMS lab, they have that new space area for VR. I'm hoping that'll be the place for y'all to work. So you're down there on main campus next, summer, just a block and a half away from that church building where the mountaintop meets. You can use that as a workspace, and then we'll probably, we'll have to talk Junior, and it's a long time and I'll talk, but I think we might still want to have our, regular meetings. We usually take Monday and Thursdays from 1 to 3 o'clock, and probably do those up here still, because some people might have to zoom in. Yeah, good. So it's just easier we have these collaborative things to do it up here. We have everything.
I'm not anxious to remember about the weekly meeting. No, the weekly presentations.
Yeah.
So is there any like seating that we have to
Yeah.
check out?
Yeah, so do we want to hook up a headset to the computer and show us your changes, or how y'all want to give us updates today?
We can do that. Are we gonna figure out the thing with my controllers?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let me figure out what's going on here with controllers.
Cause I can tell if it was green.
It might be
Yeah.
as simple as sometimes as just taking out the battery and putting it right back in, maybe, you know?
But what time?
5:15.
You want to get a headset?
No, no, no. Oh, wait, I thought we were using the headset that we need to install, or are we gonna be using another headset?
Oh, it makes no difference whose headset we use.
Yeah.
Or should we use that headset then, since like we're also having trouble with that headset, so.
So put on one, yeah, just grab one control, yeah, let's hook them. Let's take a look at the head, hand me the controllers first, and go ahead and boot up the headset. You take let me look at the controllers real quick. Need something, might be a simple one, again, it's just battery might not be in the right place. So
Maybe,
that's the first thing you look at.
for the headset, lend outs or rentals, whatever you want
Mhm.
to call them. Cause I brought mine back.
No battery. All right, so in there, and right by the yellow container, there's remember I told you to take two of those Duracells? You have them. Okay.
That's okay.
Yep, no battery in this one either.
The battery will charge, so I thought that meant, I think that meant that.
Yeah, the battery for.
Yeah,
headset
there's,
controllers are different.
when you go into settings or quick settings even, it'll give you a display. It'll say headset battery, and then your two controller batteries too. Don't feel bad about it. It happens. Yeah. And the good news, and this is the good news, it's an easy solvable problem.
Yes.
So yes. Yeah, and it shows you which good for you.
Yeah, are the rental, like, do we have to bring them back every week, or is it like?
No, no,
Okay.
y'all are keeping them until
Oh.
the end. I said until the end of
Okay.
the semester. Like I think I said, like
Oh,
I said, when you put your your reservation date to like May 5 or something
Okay.
like that. 'Cause
I wasn't sure, so I.
I need to
put
look
mine
at
just in
this.
case, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just keep it, cause I didn't actually use it this week since I was.
Yeah,
just
and
setting up
if
the-
your date is coming up.
Yeah.
There, I think you can extend the date and put in a
Okay.
request to extend it,
forget.
and I have to approve it.
I don't really remember what date.
Yeah,
I thought we were using this, which one to do, yeah.
yeah, but you can test yours too to make sure it does work for you.
Okay.
While you're there to solve it. And Maddox, I don't know, do you want to help Quan in terms of just moving things on the screen for him if he's got it on or?
Wait, do you guys wanna be on the headset instead? Like after all it's done?
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, why don't you all have them in the headset and then you can help them, that might work best, they can show us, because they know their changes better than we do.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so glad we got the headsets in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It took a lot longer. It took a year to get that inventory system built and tested and,
Yeah.
yeah, LTSA, yeah, it won't take long, yeah.
Hey, what should leave the cap for the cable thing? Especially leave the table for
For what?
It's like for the end of the cable. There's something like not that big of a window.
Yeah, just put it right here. I'm sure we're gonna forget to put it on, but it's not the end of the world.
Yes.
Thing, so yeah, I remember the fix that you get, so that works for like, since it's like from a package to Unity, it wasn't a gated door.
Yeah.
The fix that was in that change stuff was like, we changed the get ignore file.
See, I copied your getting your file, but then it still didn't work for me.
Oh, was that like before or after I changed it?
I can show you.
I have the first thing, but like, anyway, but like the thing is like,
Got it.
I got into the change stuff.
With Zoom, it's, you only have it for like one little screen, right? So we don't know if like the longest joined yet or.
Yeah, you said it was like more from the screen.
Yeah.
I just-
Ed, is Along, are you with us yet? Oh, okay, good. Sorry, because we only have one little screen here.
when you download the change.
I don't know how much you,
from
I don't know when you
the
came on and
computer
what you
you
heard and
download
what
it
happened.
from the computer at all, like it will automatically change.
Yeah, that's exactly what I, so yeah, what happens is you download it. It resets the code of anything in the library, I think, to default.
Yeah, but I hate the thing is like it
And
didn't
then
list it in like the
It also
changes.
doesn't show up in plastic changes. So because I had this repository downloaded like a long time ago,
Uh-huh.
I upgraded to this change set.
Yeah.
If you need any assistance,
And then-
Quan will come over and help you.
It,
It didn't work for you.
no, it did. It actually did show as
Yeah.
changes, so I could,
Okay,
I could,
so you could unchange it.
but
That's good.
when I copied this all the way over to the new, like,
All right.
repository that I made
In the
here,
original,
Yeah.
like,
What-
I think
It didn't.
it
like,
didn't.
the idea is like originally, or like initially
I don't know.
pointing this direction and then you turn.
Like,
But yes, okay,
That
that's like.
All right, so hey,
Yeah,
all right, so Liam's, so show it, so he put a little, that when you initially put on the headset, it, if you're facing you're facing the water when you first come in, is that,
I think that's the idea.
yeah, and that says move your head to, look around to find brownie.
Yeah, and I mean, because like in the desktop, there was the, like, go find brownie.
Yeah, all right, so let's see, that's kind of wordy, so let's see how we want to change
Yeah.
this.
Um,
Yeah, so let's, yeah, but right, sorry, so how about, look at, can you just face the screen, so I'm gonna put in the notes here what we want.
just say look around and find brownie.
Look around. Yeah, look around and find brownie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then, what do you think? It's a long time, Nick, look around all caps or leave it as all caps with that color, look around to find brownie or,
Stands out.
Like around.
I think color works fine.
If it's a short phrase, capitalized is good. If it's a long sentence, then there'll be lowercase.
so just look around to find brownie, right?
What Nina said, she said like we could add a little like icon
yeah, that's a
of
good
brownie.
idea.
Okay, that's a
Because
good
people
idea.
like might not know what, because this is scene one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So yeah, people might not know
Alright.
what brownie looks like yet, I guess. Or what brownie is.
So I
I mean,
disabled the dialogue for testing purposes.
we use the
So,
same icons in the checklist.
You can see, so interacting with brownie. And normally the dialogue would play there and then nice brownie would show up. I disabled it. The checklist is incremented. And now this is active. And this comes up. And I can. I extended the hitbox of these slightly to make it easier.
It's good.
nice.
Yeah. That. And then. And then that's implemented.
And she's talking to you now? So,
Yeah, yeah, that was, yeah,
okay,
that's the last bit of that. And
What's
I can't go because it's not in the build.
What's the
settings.
black bar?
okay.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Watch the back phone.
But they don't pop up again. Oh,
The black
let's
bar,
take it out.
so what is that?
Oh,
That's just, I can't see that because that's just a remnant of the subtitles. I'm gonna
Okay.
put that into like physically in the world.
Oh, that's right, the subtitles. Okay, so the subtitles, you need to get that
You
operating.
could maybe just
Yeah.
move it.
All right, so I'll just make a note here, Liam, that's great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Something which I could change. I demoed this to.
Like changing this good,
Liam, does your scene load scene two?
What?
Does it load scene two?
No, because.
errors from
You have to like edit the build settings to, like you can see at the bottom, if you see the error.
did yours work?
Scene two is not built in, but it's trying to do it.
Oh, you have to change the path, maybe?
I mean, obviously.
No, the path is correct, it's just the scene isn't in the build setting.
Okay.
So the thing, I've demoed this before to everyone working on this, but I'll give the actual.
If you want to try.
So.
Liam, can you move the mic a little closer? Can't really hear you.
Yep, I moved the mic closer to Liam.
Yeah, so there's. obviously there's multiple checklists throughout the scene. And I talked about this before, but managing all the checklists, I have the checklist manager here. And you could just add as many checklist items as you want, like that,
Oh, nice.
and it will handle all of them. And like if I go over to Brownie, all I have to do is like when I click on Brownie, I go to the checklist manager and do like increment the brownie count. And then that will increment it across all of them, so everything's updated. And then the checklist managers handles that.
All right, so we now have a checklist. And all right, and is that, as a checklist manager, so is that only in your scene or is that applied to everything?
It's, this is just an empty game object, but the script is available to everyone, so they just throw that on there, edit it how they want.
All right, which is this, which scene is this? This is
One.
Scene one, okay. All right, so the checklist manager. This is my lack of, it's a, we call that type of component, it's a,
Well, it's just
It's just a
empty,
script.
yeah, just a
script.
script
It's
on an
just a
empty
script.
game object.
okay. So is that checklist manager script, is that something that everybody else should be adding to, their scenes or not?
Yeah, I think,
Depends how the checklist. is. If you create a new instance of a checklist, then yeah, but like, I could also see the checklist just being like moved to the location. In some instances, it depends how it's set up.
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the whole debate that I went through was like, oh, I either teleport the checklist
Yeah.
around or I just make several of them.
Oh, okay, all right,
It's probably easier to do it. So. yeah,
all right,
I think it's fine.
so y'all understand what Liam did, right, with that? All right, so you also decide, with your own scenes, if it makes sense to basically copy that type of thing and implement it. Okay. Thanks, Liam, that's great.
Yep.
All right. All right, so next, so you'll update the screen, get the subtitles operating.
Yep.
Sure.
You said you wanted the subtitles to be like direct, like in
In field of view.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
stay with me.
I was gonna, like, do we want it to be like, it sits like under Brownie or something like that?
I was thinking maybe we could put it on the speech bubble because like after you click Brownie, like Brownie's speech bubble is basically telling you what to do next, and then you click on Brownie, and then she starts talking. So it's like we could do that for the subtitles, but that's also kind of small, so I'm not sure.
It's gonna be too small. It's gonna be too
I mean,
small.
You can tie it directly to the camera.
Yeah.
So it would like you see it at all times. So yeah.
It was like, I was thinking, well, but like, I just remember like last time we checked out, it wasn't on the option.
What time sign do it, time fix do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think where that's.
I mean, it wasn't exactly just a title, but it was kind of like the panel with the background on. Or like the settings on the library. I'm like, it might be better.
I'm not sure.
I'm like, I just.
We didn't do anything like that, but yeah.
Wait, I just see it being better, but it's much more, especially try to do.
I don't know. I think there's a way to do it. With like up here at 4 when you open settings, it's like actually it's a touch screen, yeah, which
Oh,
I don't think there's no hands in this thing, so kind of a different. Well, there's controls.
No, it's controllers, but it's
Yeah,
photospheres. It's
yeah, so
photospheres.
like I guess you kind of have to put it in the actual scene.
I think you're gonna want it, yeah, it's where the in front of you, work because yeah, I'm trying to remember some, I think, I wish Junior was here. Because I know like in the scene, I don't know number, scene 4 or 5, right before the acid rain scene, where they're introduced to the Palmerton power plant. Brownie's talking, there's text dialogue displayed, and at some points also, there's like some historical imagery of the plant that pops up.
Yeah.
And so we kind of want to replicate that in here too, where is in the other scenes, is Brownie talk, is Brownie displayed, her icon displayed when she talks in the desktop version?
Like the model? Or what do you,
Yeah, because I know, like I said, I know.
like that with the speech bubble?
Not with the speech
Oh.
bubble. She's just kind of there and she's talking. Like when she talks in the desktop version, when she talks, I think she's displayed.
There's one thing I forgot one thing. It's kind of a smaller thing. I added a bitmap to the sign texture because
Yeah.
it's like a high resolution image that's far away. So when you're viewing it, it's really flickery from the player's perspective. So I added a bitmap to it, so
Oh, nice.
it's blurred when you're far away.
That's good.
Perfect. Nice. You've got that all documented in the development notes?
It's in the sprint report.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can copy that and get it into the development, because of course, I didn't bring that up from the previous, right? Don't we have like a link to your development notes somewhere? And I'm imagining this.
No, it should be good.
There should be a development note somewhere. Just usually I was pretty good. This IVR were 2 notes. Here it is, Lehigh Gap story meeting notes, right? I'm sorry, I got in a bad habit of not putting them. All right, I just put that up top there on the. Okay, perfect. I just put the link up there. Okay. Yeah, so a reminder to everybody, and I'm looking at this Lehigh Gap story meeting notes, the week of March 24th of the last week. There's not much details being put there. So I want to get everybody back into the habit of, as you make changes, put your name there and document the changes and what you're doing. Try to get everybody back into that habit.
What should I say? Wait, we're talking about scene 4, right?
Well, we're just moving to the next.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, let's. I don't know. So who I could sing?
I started scene 2.
Okay.
Scene 2.
All right, Reed, go ahead. We'll turn it over to you.
So I got it to work, like Brownie will say her dialogue and stuff. I'm trying, and like the XR rig works fine, all that's fine, but I'm trying to, also, scene 2 is the rock scene. And we were missing some rock assets, so I added those back to the project from the Lehigh Gap story desktop. And and I tested to see if it would be fine, and it was. The only thing I'm having trouble with is making the rocks like interactable. I added like XR grab interactable components to them, and they're not like, they're not like, I'm not able to grab them. But yeah, that's about it. But if you click on Brownie, she'll start her dialogue.
Wait, quick question though. Am I in the right scene where
You might have
Yeah,
the
I
device
did,
in the.
Oh yeah, right. It's definitely that. I was getting for a second.
Move over the wall.
Yeah, I guess that's can you definitely. Yeah, thank you.
It's under XR Origin. Should work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should I click on?
You try to pick up the rocks.
you can't pick up the rocks yet. That's what I'm having trouble with, but you can click on Brownie and she'll talk.
Oh, the powder one, or? But I click on the button, like, there's audio, yeah. Is that what should happen?
Yeah, if you click on Brownie, yeah, she should talk to you. So that works.
She's technically talking right now. You probably don't have like,
Now, Quan, I can
Yeah,
hear it coming out of
fine.
Quan's headset. Yeah. Quan
Okay.
can really hear it right now.
Okay.
Um, yeah, so,
Try that one. Just try to grab a rock. Like,
it would be the one on the left that you'd be able to grab.
No way, can
The quartz child.
Which one is the person?
The one, or sorry, the one under the quartzite canvas thing.
I don't think I can. This is true, right?
did I edit the right?
is that the right rock or is it the one in front of it?
Sorry, wait, let me.
That, I'm not sure which. 'Cause that rock right there in front was kind of,
This one is the one that should have. Or maybe I deleted it. Whatever it was, like it wasn't working.
It's like the
So-
like there one.
So you could probably stop the game.
Wait, is
And
it
then-
broken down one?
Yeah.
so let's talk about this for a second.
Hmm.
In the game, in the desktop version, again, the idea is you want to have some sense of agency in the footage for something to do. And we thought, oh, it'd be kind of nice to, kind of pick up the rocks and flick them around and stuff, right? I guess I'm not, again, in a VR headset version, do we think it's still really worth to be able to click and move them around? I mean, if there's not, I'm just trying to figure out what the value added is to it. And I'm thinking, let me just kind of pitch this an alternative. And feel free to say no, bad idea, right? What if you had a highlight on the rocks and say, hey, there's 4 rocks. Click the rocks to identify the rocks. Where all you would do is then somehow have a highlight on these 4 rocks and you'd have to point the raycaster on them to click it. And then it tells you what type, the name of the rock.
Wait, I think you just fixed the issue.
Yeah.
Sorry.
we
Wait, yeah, go. Well, I added that component before, but I didn't drag the collider in, so now it might work.
Oh, that's the one on in the back one, bro.
Right one?
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, the one that you're right.
The one,
You're right.
yeah.
But why did your rating passage work?
I don't know, I feel like, isn't this what happens when something's not incorrect? Well, like,
Okay, maybe it didn't work, but
yeah.
with regards to what Dr. Bodson was saying,
On the grill.
I mean, I don't think, because the scene is already like, there's already like a script here,
Yeah.
that kind of senses when you pick stuff, like when you interact with the rocks.
Yeah.
I feel like this problem I'm having isn't like a huge fundamental issue. So like, I think if I fix it, like it'll be fine. Like I don't think picking up the rocks is gonna like be a huge setback to the point where we don't need to like that we need to like try something completely different.
Yeah, this old script might just be like conflicting with it, and it could be a weird thing with the raycasters, but I think like this was definitely an issue, but you knew that obviously, and yeah, I mean, what do you think?
Well, again, let me ask,
Correctly on the desktop, you're able to like rotate the rocks. I don't, are you able to do that?
Yeah, you kind of.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. You can do that. So again, I guess the purpose is, if we think, hey, let's just keep the same idea and you're just gonna have fun and to do something. Much little agency, right? Click the rock, oh, it's courtside, I can move it around. People might enjoy that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Quiz to see like which one, how many can you get right? Like, the box.
If you can't figure it out still, you can look in the Jacobsburg scene and IVR4. Because
That's true.
it's honestly the rock. You get borderline maybe almost copies of rocks from
You said look in IVR4.
yeah, the Jacobsburg HDRP scene it's called, because it has rocks that you can pick up, so you can just look at
Okay.
the components that are in there. We don't have to do it now.
I mean, yeah, that's like a chat.
GIS watershed is what it's called in Elastic, and but that's I look for.
this is GIS watershed, yeah.
You just go on the latest chain set and yeah, the Jacobsburg HDRP scene.
Yeah, I don't think this is like a major like. I think like I will be able to like fix
It
this.
shouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I definitely will be able to fix this at some point.
All right, so the consensus is stay the course, don't change.
I mean, I think it'll be good.
I think it's more engaging
Okay.
that one.
All right, yeah, it's like having the collider. So the collider wasn't activated on those rocks, is that the issue?
Yeah, it wasn't dragged into the component. So
Okay.
I think that was the only issue. There's some on a small one, I think, going on.
Okay.
And you can save the changes when you close out of this.
You want me to save it?
Yeah.
All right, so my note should say, make sure the component is in the collider, right?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, got it in the notes.
Do you guys want to be in here and stuff? Because my eyes are getting tired. Yeah, I'm just to be honest.
I don't really want to do it.
I don't want to do that. That's
I'm-
what I'm saying.
I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it if somebody takes notes, right? I've been taking notes and
I
stuff.
can trade you out for the notes.
Okay.
Where are we going next?
Hold on.
All back my.
All right, just make sure somebody's taking notes. So on the notes, whatever scene, just put like what I've been doing is like, writing like whoever's been doing it, name and then the scene and then any notes that we need.
Would you rather me stay here, I guess? Or do you want me to?
No, I don't care. He's got the
No, make
boundary
it
here.
notes?
I don't care if you want to sit over there. You do on my computer if you want. I don't care.
Who wants to go next?
Which scene we going to?
I mean, you can do mine, C3.
Scene 3.
So I don't have too much new to spill, but I just found out that I have.
Yeah.
Like an error. When you click on Brownie, it used to like be able to talk to her, like the site.
Whoa, oh no, that was bad. What happened? I don't know, it was like right in my face.
Oh,
All right.
are you ready then?
Yeah, it's, whoa, right in my face. I don't know, something. Yeah, just, I'm gonna close my eyes. Let me know when I can open them. Like,
Oh my god, you didn't crash?
Oh,
Why?
what happened?
Unity crashed on this laptop.
Oh no.
You know, I've only seen that.
No
happen-
wonder, okay.
Actually,
no
on
wonder
every
my-
one. Unity keeps crashing on this laptop.
Really?
That's the second time it's happened, like,
We've been pushing this laptop hard.
yeah. But like, it should be so good, like, it's a crazy laptop, but it's crashing. I don't think my Unity is better. My Unity is maybe crashing once.
But that's only something once, but yeah,
I sent more questions.
What's going on with this one?
It's just the layout. It's just we get the layout.
Did it? Okay.
Something.
Why did it like separate it?
I don't know, I have to like change it out.
Well, no, there should be over here. And then this is, why is this here?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know why I did that, and then, I did that, okay, are you still in the?
I'm ready whenever you are, yeah.
You got Just let me know when you see the white.
Okay, rise and feed, something, retry, something went wrong. Okay. All right, so I've got my, menus in front of me right now.
And you're in the white,
I'm,
you're in Questling.
I'm not in white now.
Oh,
So you might have to renew the link.
yeah,
I'm just in the headset. I mean, I see,
do you know how to go into Questling today?
I think so. Use air, no, I don't want to do airline, searching for the PC.
Yeah.
You might have to,
Have to restart it.
yeah, try restarting that. Like,
Oh, wait, do you just restart like that? I always close stuff, like close down the whole thing and reopen it.
I'm supposed to be able to.
But yes, just like disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah.
Or.
yeah, let's try that. I'm gonna disconnect, reconnect.
Oh, wait, oh, wait, you just.
Yeah.
Oops, I missed, there was a notification. I'm sorry, I
Oh, no,
was too
it's
slow. There's supposed to be a
No, yeah.
notification. I'm supposed to click and I didn't get it.
We closed out a question, so you're.
All right, okay.
The one, because like most of the times, like those notifications don't really work for me anyway.
Sometimes they work for me.
I don't know, they used to work for me back in the summer, but I don't know what it's
Yeah. So should should I try to connect now?
We're still loading.
You're still loading, okay.
Where's this picture of a corgi from on the left?
Oh, yeah, no, that's my cousin's code.
Juan decided we needed a nice looking.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it. I was surprised to see it today.
Yeah.
All right, should I try hitting something?
It's taking a bit.
Okay.
Is it on this one too?
Yeah.
Corgi reveal, wait. No.
Anyway, why is it taking
I
so long
don't know.
It shouldn't be this.
I hate meta
long.
software.
Didn't take this long.
I don't even know if it just opened. It wasn't bustling stuff. All right, well, this is where.
Yeah. Searching for PC. There we go. PC
Oh.
connected.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, that restarted.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, something done.
I guess I closed it right there. It happened to work.
Yeah.
All right, now you should be able to go into Questling.
Okay, so for me, I see link. It says PC connected.
Yeah.
I can't really, it doesn't do anything if I click on it. So do I want to hit cancel, the launch? Oh, there we go. Sorry, the launch. Okay, I'm good now. Just
Okay.
I didn't
We
click
should be
launch.
good then.
Should it's launched. I got the big meta thing. It's loading.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so my council. Okay, so I need to,
Should be in the white room. Or no?
I'm in the white room.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
I just need to hit play then, I think.
Okay, hit play.
We're ready to do this every meeting with better software.
Oh, boy.
That's been a
All
big-
right. Wow, I am high up here. Okay. Whose scene is this? Me. Elisa. Wow. 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 Okay. I don't know how I feel about being this high up. I mean, I personally don't mind it, but
Yeah, I thought we were always been higher than this because of like you have to be in the center of there, right?
I thought,
This would be about, oh no.
yeah. This is where the weather station is. See, there's the weather station.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll tell you what my concern is. It's people Yeah, we need to get the XR rig camera lower in here. So put that on the notes.
Because people actually
Um,
have complained about.
Yeah, we've, all right, so Lisa, let me just kind of give you some feedback from some of our play tests with the different versions of Watershed Explorers. Watershed Explorers, in a few places, we had to get people just a little bit elevated so that they're just a couple feet above the ground so that they would have the perspective. Unfortunately, this is too high. People will be like freaking out saying, oh my God,
Okay.
all right, so I'm thinking from where am right now from the initial, because you see what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're gonna have to have the initial position further back. So that's probably, I don't know if that's X or Z axis.
Yeah.
But you'll need to be further back and then you'll need to be lower. And I would try. Whoops, I didn't do that, right? You
Sorry.
did? Okay.
Right, did it?
Whoops, that was me.
Ooh, wait, what did you do?
I just clicked the trigger in it. Oh,
Oh, you can
I'm doing
teleport.
this, I'm doing
Oh,
this,
no.
this crazy, snap.
Are you like teleporting? What's
Yeah, we still have
Snap.
to disable that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's snap.
Like
We're gonna need
across
to,
all scenes.
the snap turns, we're gonna need to remove those. That's gonna cause way too much distortion. So make sure that gets in the
oh, it's
notes.
in here.
All right, snap turns will need to get moved. Yeah,
Try doing it again to make sure.
You shouldn't be
the
able to
snap
do
turns, you want me
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
it again?
You shouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
good.
I'll-
Okay, all right. So that's good. Can you mess with the camera now or?
Possibly.
How much time is it? Give me a time check.
5:51.
Oh, shoot. All right, we're not, because we still have to look at Michelle's and Nina's. All right, so just take the notes here. There was a bridge here,
Oh, wait,
Oh.
that's our thing.
which is good. You got the checklist. And it says click Brownie to follow her. All right,
This is-
so that's not operating yet. Okay.
Wait, that's a button like.
Whoa,
Yeah, because
holy
like,
smell, y'all just moved the eye sign. I didn't move it. You all moved it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, that's because like this is one of the things I remember. It's like we couldn't really change it because yeah, if you move too much, then the whole camera sphere is just looking. Yeah, we have to be in the
Kind of move
center.
slowly.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna close my eyes then.
Oh, all right.
Let me know when you stop.
Up a bit.
And then like over here. Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can look now.
Yeah. You can look now.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's
it's the
distorted.
photosphere is not, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
it's kind of an idea of like, I guess.
Well, yeah, this is a little better, but yeah, the problem is the photosphere, right? So we're kind of restricted in the photosphere?
Yeah.
I think it's just the way, it's just that I did it in like a not good way. It was just like on the fly, but
To be honest, I don't think it would be anything even like really change it because you have to be in the middle of the series for it, not like, a bit story.
yeah. Because it looks like you're like in between the.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
I'm actually moving the photos.
Yeah, I don't, this was like the cost more like.
But that's not
like,
gonna really-
change it and watershed to small.
Well, is this like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
is it
did.
because the
No.
is it because the photosphere is set up
Yeah.
to have like the view that you had starting, like up high?
Yeah, the view only really makes sense when you're in the center.
Because it kind of looks weird when you're down. Yeah, but that's workable though, I think. At least.
Yeah, so Eliza, you're gonna have to experiment with this. And I'm gonna encourage you all, if at all possible, to try to find some time to get together during the week and work in pairs. This is gonna be a lot easier and quicker, I think, if you say, hey, I'm gonna, let's get together and maybe, let's say, for example, Nina and Eliza get together, find the time. You both have your headsets and your computers. And you say, all right, so let's carve out 2 hours. Let's spend an hour together just focusing on this one together, and then an hour on the other ones. It might be helpful to work together on these to solve. Yeah. Yeah, I think you want to go back to where it was, to where she had it before, and then I'm closing my eyes.
Yeah, don't worry.
You wanna see it
All right.
again or no?
No.
Okay.
Eliza, any questions, or you got Mark?
No,
Okay,
that's it.
okay,
That's why I didn't move it, because it would take me outside
yeah,
of the photosphere, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure.
yeah. Junior's available after Wednesday at
Uh-huh.
30. So if he might be worth, he might have ideas.
Okay.
So yeah, just send him a email and say, I know you're not available until Wednesday. I think he said one of the other groups could probably be after 2:30 minutes. You won't hear back from him till maybe even Wednesday, because like he's finished his dissertation tomorrow morning. He's got to teach in the afternoon. Okay, that's good. All right, we go to either Michelle or Nina's updates. Just fairly quickly to see.
That's,
Try my thing.
Want to try it? Yeah, I'm game.
which scene is it?
4.
Oh, nothing about the fall. I might have seen that as well.
Okay.
We should probably change the prefab for that. That is- I'm putting in.
Okay. Okay, wow, okay.
It's what's the high minutes?
So,
Yeah, it looks normal.
we're still kind of high up.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, because we look down, you're like, oh my God. Can you-
Where your feet would be though, huh?
No, I'm looking, can you lower me? Yeah, I'm just curious, can you position the rig a little lower, the camera rig, and I'll see what happens. Okay,
Oh,
All right.
I guess that is.
so now, this is good, this positioning I'm seeing, you see how? Oh, I'm still
Minus
kind
28.
of high.
Negative 28
Huh,
on the Y.
and then all the icons now are out of my field of view.
They're kind of up.
They're
above
way
the,
high up. Take me back up to where I was originally, let me just see, I'm gonna look down and see. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that was- yeah. Originally 0.
So that's where we were original, this is where we started.
Yeah, well.
I don't know, when you lowered me, I didn't feel like I actually got too much lower, so try lowering me again.
Wait, Manus, can you try and go through the?
Whoa,
Okay,
right
so-
there, okay, so now, yeah, so now I don't feel, as high up, because when I look to my left, I'm pretty,
But how does the photosphere look though? Yeah. Does it look normal?
Like the
horizon is curved.
yeah, is it?
Yeah, because it looks weird on.
I can tell you're in a sphere.
You can tell I'm a sphere, all right, so take me back up to where we were.
Go to 0.
0 and,
Yeah, right now you're like, wait, that's minus 38 too.
Yep.
I think this looks like minus 50 when you basically.
because see how when I look this way, I can tell I'm like way higher now, right, than I was, so when I was lower, I didn't feel like I was so high up. So again, Michelle, this is your scene, right? So, I think the same thing with, that we just said with Eliza, is try to work with the XR rig positioning, the main camera, and see if you can get it lower a little bit, so you're not so high up.
Is there a, because I feel like unless you're in the middle of the sphere, it's always gonna look weird.
Yeah.
So is there really a way to make the bottom middle?
I don't say, because like the initial way to come, like the photos will take in them makes it be a sphere, right?
Yeah, it's a sphere, but in the desktop VR version, it feels pretty normal, when you're looking around and all that. And that's kind of what we're trying to replicate here, is to kind of get us positioned a bit lower. So is Brownie activated yet, Michelle? No, okay. All right, so I would say, yeah, so make sure this is in the notes from Michelle, so if you're typing, work on getting the XR rig lower. And then I guess trying to get Brownie activated would be your next step, and, positioning the icons. But yeah, the icons look great. Like I said, you click on the star to check, what's the purple thing? I don't know, there's little.
Visual art.
It's a visual art.
It is.
All right, okay, all right, now let's get to Nina's real quick before we adjourn today.
That's not what I see.
Which scene is that?
Hi.
Toward that, 106.
Or-
Oh, you're gonna see two brownies because I was.
Oh.
With
Yeah, we're-
brownies.
Brownies, plum.
It's kind of cute though. What brownies can do.
Look around and find the information signs. Got the test fly here. Um.
Crazy lines.
Yeah, hiding, yeah, okay.
Wait, was there no hiding space? in
Where's
this
that from?
photo?
I thought.
I thought there was. I thought you guys said somewhere else.
I don't know, it's weird, I don't remember, Junior Decilio.
Oh.
Huh, like in the desktop here somehow, it's mass, so. So again, I still feel, again, we're high up here, right? And then these three nice gentlemen down here, I don't know what we're gonna do about them. If we can somehow. Let's see one further. How we're gonna mask these, I don't know. I don't know,
What's the direction of like the other? Like the government direction.
For this.
I know
I
that,
mean, it's like making control of them. Oh, what's that?
Nina. So again, I think, we need to get a little lower here. Again, it's, again, as you look down, it's like, oh my God, I'm floating, right? And then we've got to figure out how to mask the three people here. That's me, I'm on the right. Junior is,
That should be
I
like.
don't know if it's Junior, Junior is this one is Junior, that's just silly.
Each.
The
Yeah,
trick
they
is,
don't have like Photoshop or something.
how do we,
Yeah, maybe.
Photoshop? Yeah, maybe if we have to do something to the,
Could you maybe like one of the like AI like removal
There's like
things?
mask. Yeah, like healing.
yeah. But Brownie, look around and find both information signs, good. Yeah. I mean, the sphere's good, yeah, just see if we can get ourselves a little lower here. That seems to be our, recurring theme today is we're still high up in Liam's photosphere though, we weren't high, were we?
Oh, we were kind of high, but I'm like,
Were we?
do we go on tripod? Like to see how it works for you? That's like, I mean.
Well, the image is taken on the image itself, when you take it, it's on a tripod, right?
Wait, can you put the scene one then? To see how it goes for.
I'm curious now, can you put me in scene one real quick? And I know we're probably at time now too. So,
Yeah,
I think so, too.
yeah, so real quick and then we'll end here. But everybody, excellent work. I mean, you're making progress. It's good. I mean, we'll be able to solve these. I'm just curious just to see how high up I can see. Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not too bad, but you're still high up.
It's kind of like your. Knife.
Yeah, I'd say Liam, if possible, if you can lower the XR rig a little bit and hear that.
Yeah, it's tough because like it's either you stay high up and you're like uncomfortable, or you lower it and then the scene looks a bit weird. Yeah,
Right.
balance.
Yeah.
So team, I would say do some searching, through the Unity, what do they call it? The Unity help area, forum, the Unity forum. and see if if people have solutions to this, because we're not the only ones that have this issue. Yeah.
I think I know.
Ah, that's true. True.
Wait, do we have any kind of help like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could do that, so we could get a logo for Lehigh Gap Nature Center. We have logos. Our materials. And it's just an image. If you can't find one fairly quickly, email me and I'll reach out to Chad to get some logos. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just. So,
Gonna disconnect everything in here.
so it's here.
Wait, did we stop the? Oh shoot! Wait. Did I? Okay, for a second I thought it
Yeah,
pulled out the
okay,
HDMI
yeah.
already though. Yeah. Okay. I'll avoid pulling out the HDMI for now. Yeah. The Ethernet. Well, you stop recording it.
Yeah. All right, folks, so we're done, and let's see, this is one of the labs, right? Yeah, so I need to take out the batteries. Yeah, good session, good updates, it's good, making progress. Yeah, we just have to solve the Junior, I'm sure Junior would have an idea about this too, so he'll be here next week, and so if you can't follow it this week, I would also say one of y'all, it might be good after tomorrow morning, like afternoon, send Junior a email, copy everyone, say, hey, and I'll try to remember to talk to him, mention it to him tomorrow, but it appears that we're a little high up in the photospheres. We'd like to try to get us lower, and he